Hi guys, my name is Miah Cooke. Or, if you had a class with me, you would hear that it's Miah, not Mia. Well, for most of you that don't know me, I've been at the King's Academy for almost 13 years. Luckily, I'm in the front of the list, so maybe you'll pay attention. I have to answer a list of questions, but I think the most important one is my favorite memories. I've made so many memories here with friends that I can't recall on a favorite one. I think all of my favorite small memories come from my classes. From the time Christian stunk up the room in Mr. O'Brien's class to Mrs. Stacks getting to know you and Santi giving the most ridiculous answers. Speaking of teachers, that brings me to my favorite thing about TK. Every teacher I've had holds such a special place in my heart because they do more than just teach you. Shout out to Mrs. Mapes because I never would have thought I would come to your class over Coach Lee's. Sorry, Coach Lee. Shout out to Mrs. Stack for keeping Allie and I's precious rocks from your stack strolls. And shout out to Mama Kay for being the best therapist. To me, being on homecoming court means I've done my job of making a positive impact on the majority of the grade. I know not everyone voted for me, but the fact I'm on here means I've made a good amount of people smile while I've been here. If I had to give advice to the younger classmen, I would tell the boys to have the correct uniform in Mrs. Stack's class and the girls to bring a jacket to the upstairs bathroom. On a serious note, I would tell everyone to stop worrying about what other people think. As much as it's easier to say than do, I know the feeling. Some of you may know at one point I had to get surgery because I was missing teeth and wished for a nose job for the longest time. But now I realize I wasted so much time worrying about what I looked like instead of just being myself. God made all of us in His image with no mistakes. Overall, just accept who you are and be yourself because in the end, no one cares. Maybe your brother. Now, some shoutouts and funny pictures. If I don't know you, I'm sorry this won't be fun for you, but I went years listening to these videos, so you can too. First of all, shout out to my family. Dad, you are the freshest guy on the block, and you can pull those dad jokes out like no other. I'm so thankful for everything you do for me. Secondly, my mom. I think this is where a lot of my goofiness comes from because you sure know how to put a smile on anyone's face, and you are just full of love and so much joy. Lastly, AJ. I wouldn't have been in the position I am today if it wasn't for you. You can be a jerk at times, but I pretty much tortured you when I was little, so I can't get mad. Yo, based? Alright, to my friends, starting off with that 7th grade lunch table. You know who you are, and I don't think my personality would be this weird if it wasn't for you guys. What a time. Also, shout out to Chair, Kai, Laura, Half-Day, Tindy, Zanisha, and Bree, because you guys deserve the mention. Maya and Annabelle, thank you for being great friends and pointing out my lazy eye. Olivia, thank you for teaching me how to be patient with Stacy and Anthony. Maddie and Ethan, you're on the fence. Shout out to my Cold Stone buddy for your serious girl issues. Shout out to Corn, Yvette, and Gianni for coming. Probably just Corn and Yvette because Gianni spends way too much time in the gym. To the kid standing next to me, Max. I never in a million years would have thought we would be as good as friends as we are now. You flat out are annoying, but I'm glad you're one of my best friends. Also, AJ says, "What's up, ma bro?" To my fork knife partner and Borlock's criminal, Ricky. You've done so much for me as a person and are as sweet as can be, and I'm so glad to have you as one of my best friends. Finally, to the girl I've known since I was 5, Allie. We've been best friends for as long as I can remember, until 7th grade, but we don't have to talk about that. And I know our little angel Alex is watching us right now, laughing at every moment we shared. I'm so thankful to call you a best friend, and I can't wait for our first family trip where we force our kids to become best friends. And to those that were not mentioned, I'm thankful for all of you that I will be able to call a memory with and laugh about later down the road in life. I seriously have wished to become a senior for so long, and now I'm afraid to leave. Well, I think that's everything. Thanks, TK!